Hello, and welcome to the Delta State University Library tutorial on how to format your paper in APA style. First, I've opened a Microsoft Word document, and you need to change the font. So come here where it says Calibri, change it to Times New Roman, and then change it to 12-point font. Next, we need to make sure that the paper is going to be double spaced. So we can go here where it says line and paragraph spacing with the two arrows and choose 2.0, or you can click on this little arrow in the corner of the paragraph here, this little arrow, and go where it says line spacing and choose double and click OK. Now your paper will have double spacing. A lot of times teachers will also tell you to use 1-inch margins. When creating your paper, 1-inch margins is the normal margin size. If we go to page layout and go to margins, you can see normal is 1 inch and it's already selected. Now you need to type in a header for your title page. What I'm going to do is double click in the top area. Or you can click on Insert, go to Header, and choose the first option. Now, before I type anything, and you want to type right away, you need to click on Different First Page, because the first page is the title page, and that has a different header than the rest of your paper. Now you can start typing, and you want to type running with a capital R and head with a lowercase h and the colon. Next, type in your title in all caps. Then I'm going to push the tab button twice so that it will put my cursor to the right-hand side of the paper. You can also double click. Next, I'm going to put the number 1 because this is the first page. I am done with the header, so I'll just double click outside of the space of the header, and that gets me back to my normal paper. Now I need to be center in order to enter my title, so I'm going to click on the center. And now I'm going to enter down 5 times to give space between the header and my title. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I'll type my title, but I don't need to do it in all caps. On the next line, you're going to put your name as the author of the paper. And then you'll put your institution. So if you're a student of Delta State, then Delta State University is your institution. Now, some teachers require other information. Sometimes they want a date, or they may want their name on there, or they may want the class information. Ask your teacher to know how they want you to format your title page. Also ask your teacher if they want you to include running head, since some do not require that. Then I'm going to enter down to the next space, and I'm going to go to Insert, and we're going to insert a page break. By doing this, it automatically takes me to the next page since I am now done with my title page. Inserting a page break also lets you go back into your title or into your paper, and you can change things without affecting any of the other spacing below. Here you see Type Text. This is because you can now include the header for the rest of the paper. So I'm going to double click in this area, and I'm going to rewrite my header. First, I'm going to insert a page number at the top of page, and you need to choose the first option. Some students want to choose the third option, but this will make it difficult to input your title for your header. So you need to choose the first option. It automatically puts a 2 since this is the second page. Now you want to type in your title, and it needs to be in all caps. you do not need to put the words running head. That's why we have a different first page, is because those are only on the title page. Next, push the tab button twice so that the two will be in the proper area on the right-hand side of your paper. We're now done with the headers. We're just going to double click out of it and continue on writing. For a normal APA paper, the next page would have an abstract. An abstract consists usually of a paragraph long, and it does not have an indentation at the beginning of the paragraph. Let me I have an example paper here, and I already have an abstract, so I'm just going to copy this and place it in the paper we're working on. So first I need to make sure that it is aligned, and then I'm just going to paste. Now I can continue on with the rest of my paper. I'm going to go ahead and insert another page break. That way, if I decide to add or delete from my abstract, it will not affect the spacing of my paper. Here, you would go ahead and include your introduction and the rest of your paper. However, we're not going to write an entire paper for this example, so we're going to go ahead and create our reference page. I'm going to click on Home, and we're going to center it so that I can put the title References. I'll just put reference if I have one reference for the paper, and references if I have more than one. Now I'm going to make sure that it is aligned to the left again. Okay, for references, you must have a hanging indent. The easiest way to help your references be a hanging indent, before you even enter them, you can go to this paragraph, to the arrow, and choose where it says Special, change it from None to Hanging. And you can see the preview changed right here. And then you click OK. Now, when you type in your references, they will be hanging. Let me go back to my example paper, and I'm going to select several references, and we're going to put them into this new paper. And let's say that we do not have the hanging indent. Okay, so now if you typed in all of your references and you need to indent them, highlight them, and then choose hanging, and it will still do the hanging format for you. So if it's easier for you to type first and then put that, you can. Now I don't have every example here for this particular video, but in future videos and other videos that have to do with references, there will be more examples given. You can also find reference information on Purdue OWL or in the APA handbook. Please feel free to come to the library with any questions. Also, feel free to talk to your teachers with your questions. There are multiple resources to help you with references and writing in APA style. Thank you.